going to show you today how to fix spots on plaster where the paint has completely come off. We're going to fix these spots, plus gashes and dents in plaster walls to get the best bond possible. This is a plaster where the paint has came off in chunks. All right, actually all the layers of paint have lifted off of here. You're down to really the bare plaster. All right, your regular pre-mixed muds are not gonna stick well to this at all. You can do one of two things. You can either buy an oil-based primer and prime these first, and then skim coat them with regular pre-mixed bucket muds, or you can go directly to using Easy Sand 20, Durabond 20. All right, these will stick to plaster. I'll start out with the brown bag, mix that up, apply the first coat. We're also going to do these little dents right here. All right, this is from moving the refrigerator back in the kitchen after laying the vinyl floor. And I knew I was tight, and I also made this little baseboard because I knew I'd be tight. I made this little baseboard deal, which I'm going to put on in the end here. I'm only going to secure it with 1 or 2 screws, or nails, nails, and then put my shoe mold around it so that it's removable for getting this monster back out of the kitchen one day. All right, I try to think ahead, plan ahead, never take a knife to a gunfight. So there you go. But today we're going to patch these, like I say, first coat with the brown bag Durabond. All right, this is a powder, so you get exactly what you want. Usually we mix up too much, a little bit gets thrown away, but that's okay. Typically, if doing a lot of mud, mixing up a lot, I will add the water first, but for a little bit like this, I will not. I will just throw in a little bit of water, and we will gradually mix it up. Gradually mix it up until we get the consistency we're looking for, kind of like peanut butter. All right, and I do recommend you do this out on the porch or in the basement, so the your spouse doesn't want to shoot you for splattering it all over the house. All right, so here we go. I got a nice consistency that I like here. I'm going to show you how to apply it to the walls and the dents. These are deep dents, and this will dry. This 20 will dry in 20 minutes. It will harden off, probably paintable in about 2 hours. All right, here we go. Here's the consistency I like, and I'm just going to apply it on. The biggest thing with this is do not think through. Typically people think, oh, if I put it on heavy, I can do less coats. No, get that out of your head. You do not get less coats by putting it on heavy. You want to put it on and take it off. You're going to do another coat. So you're not trying to fill it the first time. You're just trying to get the depth of the deep void. We can go back around that way. All right, we'll leave that alone and we'll let that harden out. Again, you're not trying to fill Fort Knox, but you do want to work this back and forth so that you'll work this mud underneath the paint edge. Sometimes there's a little bit of raised paint, and if you chip away at this, you could chip away for days. You might peel the whole wall off. I don't recommend that. Instead, get it down to a minimum and get this mud back and forth so it works under that paint edge and bonds that to the wall so you don't have any air bubbles. So follow me here. No air bubbles. We've knifed it several times to get the mud under the paint edge. All right, there's your base coat. No heavy buildup. Pick up your heavy buildup, get it off of there, and then we'll do the second. All right, now here's the doorway I've already done. This has the 2 coats applied. I've used this 6-inch mud knife, and I ran the Easy Sand 20. The second time for the top coat, I'll use the Easy Sand, as it suggests. It's sands much easier than a brown bag, but the brown bag has a much better bond. It will bond to this old plaster. Here I had all this bubbled peeled paint across here. I scraped it off. It was right down to the plaster. And now we are down. So you do your final coat with a 6-inch. Then we'll come back with a standard, like a 3M medium sanding sponge, medium to coarse, and just sand off the feathered edge. I know what a lot of you are thinking, hey, I don't want to buy that big bag. I'll never use it. It does have a shelf life. If it sits around for a couple of years, it will go bad. It'll harden out just like a bag of cement. So there is an alternative. You can buy a bag of Easy Sand 5 in a nice plastic bag. This is great for painters, people in a hurry. Hey Bubba, I want to paint it the same day paint. You can apply this 2 coats within, I'd wait probably 20 minutes after you put the 5 on, put on another coat, give it an hour or 2, put a fan on it, you paint it the same day. All right, Easy Sand 5. But you better mix it up and you better rock and roll. Maybe use a tablespoon for doing nail holes and pictures, but you can paint it right now. It dries up quickly. It's a good bond, will last, doesn't peel off. I go into so many jobs where I find the spackle and the mud and the pre-mixed muds peeling off the wall. They use pre-mixed muds with the mesh tape. It doesn't go together. You want to use the mesh tape, the base coat, with powder muds. Don't use them with pre-mixed. They don't stick, they don't stay. I make more money repairing the guy I didn't know repair job because they didn't know, all right? And I do more work. It keeps me in business repairing other people's hack jobs. Do it right. I just showed you how to do it right. It's gonna stick, it's gonna last. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's showing you how to do it right around the world. And if you like to garden, join us at worldwidegiantgrowers.com, where we sell champion seeds. We have the Maverick 2,560 pound pumpkin. We have the Tiger King, also a North American record. That was 2,350 pounds. We also have just very affordable seeds, $25, $30 a package to grow a big porch pumpkin. We have the best genetics in the world we're sharing with you. So please join us. Check out, I'll put in the description box a link to buy champion seeds. We also have watermelons, tomatoes. We have world record holder Chris Kent selling seeds on the website. So if you want to grow a big watermelon, and yes, they are good to eat. If you pick them at 80 days, the Carolina Cross watermelons are good to eat, picked at 80 days. So join us, worldwidegiantgrowers.com. There's a link in the description box below. I'll thank you very much.